Hey everyone, I've been sitting here for the last couple of days, okay, more than days, a week, making paper tubes. It's about all my mind can cope with at the moment. So I'm making use of these paper tubes and I'm making some bracelets. So I thought while I am, hello, hey Dale. I'm just sharing some, you know how I've been making paper tubes and while I've been watching your videos? Well, this is what I'm making from them. Bracelets. How cool is that? This is one that I've just finished. It's drying, so it's still a bit wet. And this is the gold leaf. I had the fan on and it blowing around. Yeah, they're paper. They're paper. So I thought I would just, while I'm doing it, pop on and have a bit of a chat, because the K-Man's up there chatting to, hey Mags. Yeah, the K-Man's up there talking to his Minecraft buddies on the computer, and hubby's on Facebook, and so I thought, well, I'll just have a chat while I fiddle. So you can, I don't know, come back later if you want and see the end result, or you can sit here and have a cup of coffee and listen to me prattle. So yeah, Mags, I've been making paper tubes over the last, like, seriously, look at them. Look, junk mail. And that's what I've been doing while I've been watching Laura's videos and many other lives. So while they chat, I create these, and I'm making some bracelets out of them. So I'm in the process of doing this one at the moment. And don't mind me, I'm covered in that white gesso. And I've just finished this one. Look at that. And there's the gold leaf. I'm not sure about the lighting. I've got a little lamp up here. And that's where my camera is hanging from. Yay. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Laura. I'm glad you think it's beyond cool. So, yeah, so I'm just going to make some more bracelets because I'm running out. I'm still waiting for a whole heap to dry. You should see, you know the island of dolls where there's all these dolls hanging around. I think it's somewhere in Mexico. Well, this is the island of the dungeon of bracelets at the moment. I've got sticks sticking out everywhere and bracelets just hanging all over the place. So, and I've got some big ones here too. Look at these. Some big ones. Yeah, they fit my fat arm, only just. Look. Now I won't be able to get it off. All right. So this is what's keeping me busy, guys. This is what's keeping me busy. The big ones are made from an old Mod Podge jar. You know these ones, Mags? The it's probably back the front. What is it? 16 fluid ounces. Well, actually, I got this idea off, what was her name? Beautiful Nights. And she was making them. And I thought, well, I've got so much junk mail, so this is what I'm doing. So I've wrapped these ones around my old Mod Podge bottle. So that's that size. It fits my fat wrist. I've made some out of a Vegemite. Look, it's still got Vegemite in it. You use what you've got, right? That's not it. So these would be a kid size. There we go. So they fit on the old Vegemite jar. And that's just a, I don't know what size, a 235 gram jar of Vegemite. Yeah, I'm in Australia, Mags. I'm an Aussie. Yep. And the other one is made from a can, you know, like a Coke can. To be honest, I put this over a 4X Gold can, a beer can, until I needed the beer can last night because I needed a beer. So, so I opened the can. So now I've got no can to make these until, yeah. But anyway, so I'll make a paper tube. How about that? Let me get my old chopstick here from Noodle Box. These ones just join together, like, the chopsticks, snap them apart. So I'm just using one of those. And let me cut a strip. The Bunnings, I don't know about you, but Bunnings magazines work the best for me. I enjoy those. It's just a hardware shop here in Australia, Laura. It's called Bunnings. And they sell all sorts of stuff. Let me get my handy dandy, whatever you call that, letter opener. So we just fold the page in half. You can have your bracelets as wide as you want, honestly. The edges don't have to be neat. I don't measure ever. Don't ever measure. I just go for it. I'm one of them. So yeah, I've got a big pile of junk mail. Hey, Bonnie. Oh, you didn't. Guess what? You're next, girl. Yeah. You know what she did last night? She was supposed to have a live, but Bonnie fell asleep. I'm doing this, Bonnie. I'm just sitting here and I thought, you know what? The K-Man's upstairs chatting away to his Minecraft friends. The hubby's on Facebook, and I'm not a Facebook person. I really detest Facebook with a passion. So I thought, while I'm sitting here doing this, if anyone's interested, they can just sit here and watch me, or, come back later when it's finished and fast forward to the good stuff. So anyway, so I've cut, as if you've noticed, I've cut all that. Now, let me grab my handy dandy high-tech utensil here. It's just a Noodle Box skewer, Bonnie. And we roll. If you notice, I have it on a little bit of an angle, like not straight, like, And let me find a glue stick. Now, that's going to be a challenge. You don't have to glue stick them, but I'm just very... These are glue sticks we get from... Bonnie put me onto these, actually, from Officeworks, and they work a treat. Okay, so just to hold that. See, you girls have got a lot to answer for, seriously. Excuse me, Laura with her live videos, and now I'm addicted to those. Bonnie and her glue sticks and Etsy shop. You have a lot to answer for. No, I'm not making paper baskets, Bonnie. I will show you in a minute. Let me just finish this. So this is how I do my tubes. I make the tube and then I flatten it and wrap it around my old glue stick. It just relaxes the paper a little bit, which makes it easy to work with. So now I've made one of those. I'll move on. I've just got so many here. Look. See? So many. And you can join them together. You can stick them inside each other because one end will have a smaller end than the other. Yeah. So now, Bonnie, I'm making bracelets. See, that's just one that's still a little bit tacky. I was just saying my office is like, my dungeon, sorry, is like, the island of dolls over in Mexico where there's just all those dolls hanging everywhere. Well, I've got bits of sticks sticking out with bracelets hanging on them. So this is another one I've done. So I was watching Laura yesterday and I was trying to put gold leaf on this and the fan kept blowing it everywhere because, it's hot down here in this dungeon still. So anyway, so they take a long time to cure, guys. So you can make your own, or you can just, you know, buy them already done. Because I will be selling these. They will be on my website and also in my Etsy shop. But it won't be for a couple of weeks because they will take a couple of weeks to harden. All right. See, long process. So all I do now, guys, is just wrap this around my, you know, high-tech crafting utensils here. It's called Crafts from the Dungeon, Laura. I think, or Crafts from My Dungeon. I think I made it wrong, but that's what it's called. I'll put the link. It's underneath my videos. There is a link underneath all my videos for my, what do you call it, website and Etsy. So we just pull that as tight as you possibly can. Well, I accidentally put Crafts from My. Remember, I did a poll in the Junk Journals Down Under group, Bonnie, and I asked, should I be called Crafts from the Dungeon or Crafts from My Dungeon? Well, I couldn't make up my mind, so I kind of did two. But I like Crafts from the Dungeon better than My Dungeon. So I'll have to change that on Etsy eventually. Yeah. Oh, and I found that Kenny's rock. I found his rock. It's still, look, I'll show you. It was right next to me the whole time. I was just panicking because I was such a bad mum. Look, it's still done up with sticky tape. It's still in its bag. Look. Yeah. So I know, I'm bad. So yeah, I'll get the K-Man down here later maybe, and he can open it up. That would be interesting. So anyway, we just keep wrapping this around. You know, sorry to bore you guys. I just need to chat tonight. I just need to chat, and I was sitting here talking to myself, and I thought, nah, you know. So yeah, well, it will be a surprise when he opens it up for all of us. Yeah, it's, I know, I'm pretty slack. No, I'm glad you're here, Laura. I'm glad you're here because it's all your fault that I'm here. Yep, all your fault. So anyway, I thought I'd just pop on for a while and have a chit chat. And if you want to join me, you're more than welcome. If not, come back, fast forward, you know how it works. And I've got my fabric glue, Laura, which you know what that means. I love the smell of my fabric glue. And it volcanoes too. I think they all do that. It gets the volcano happening. So anyway, you push this. I know it takes me forever because I don't slap it together. I'll leave a link to the lady's video who I got the inspiration of. Beadiful, Beadiful. Oh, I don't know. Nights spelt with a GHT. You know. Yeah, she does beading, obviously. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, those dividers, I haven't seen those, you know, for years, those things. Excuse my cough. Anyway, so see here, we just keep going, guys, until it's thick enough. Now, these ones here are really, really thick, or thickish. So there's a lot of layers. And that, obviously, the thicker your paper, because you know how some magazines you get thicker, they will be thicker. But I like the Bunnings ones because it's more compact and it makes them a little bit harder. Man. This glue comes out so fast when you don't expect it. It just happens. Oh, look, I've got 3 friends watching. Thank you, my 3 friends. Okay, Laura. I'm actually was quite happy just to sit here and talk to myself. You blame her. Oh, Mags, you make the most awesome mixed media. See, I lost myself for a while. I started making journals, which I love, mind you. But I found myself, it was a chore because I felt like I had to make them, and I forgot that I could do other things as well besides just journals. So I'm starting to find, yeah. So I'll probably do a lot of all different stuff. Okay, so that fits in there. Look. Yeah, I need a variety. My brain doesn't stick to the same thing for long, unfortunately, and I think that was half my problem. I got stuck in a rut. So let's slide that in. Oh, Bonnie, I'm going to. I really, really am. I have to because, like I said, I love journaling. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But that's not what I'm all about. I'm about all different. Let me just open that up a little bit. You see, I've got really high-tech utensils. Look at this. Awesome. I mean, they cost a lot of money. I think they come with a noodle box, which was like $18 for, I don't know what it was I bought. But it was a large one. It done me for 3 meals, so I did pretty well. Speaking of hungry, I know. I'm shocking, Mags. Okay, so now I've got another big... Yeah, I've got 2 yappers up. Might help undo the lid of the bottle. See, look, just comes out. I've got 2 yappers upstairs, which will no doubt come down eventually. It's nighttime here, Laura. It's 7:07 p.m. in Queensland, where I live, and I think it's 8:07 where Bonnie lives down in New South Wales. And Mag, she's in our future. Mag's New Zealand's ahead of us, so Mag's the futuristic one in here tonight. What time is it there, Mags? There we go. See, Mags is in our future. What's it like in the future, Mags? Oh, you got your autocorrect back on. Yeah, don't ask me. I can't help you with that. I'm technologically challenged at the best of times. Seriously. Oh, it's been raining here today, Mags. It has been raining, which is awesome because we so needed it. It's been, yeah, it's been dry. It started raining about 2:30, no, actually 4:30 this morning. It was pouring down with rain with a little bit of a thunderstorm when my husband got home from work, because he works nights. So he got home early this morning. Okay, let me see if I can straighten my bracelet up. Give it a push. So, yeah. But anyway, so this is what I'm doing now, guys. It's just making bracelets. I thought I'd share with you the process. Takes a while. Takes a while. Okay. It's a good thing my husband doesn't know I'm on live, otherwise he'd probably pop in. So did he enjoy it? Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, my husband's he's a pom. He calls himself a posse now. I'll tell you what, Bonnie, I've got the hang of these things. This is all I've been doing for days and days and days. Every spare waking moment that I can get, this is what I do. I know. I'm like a mad woman. No, that's not going to fit in there. It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It ain't happening. All right. There we go. That one. Put a bit of glue on the end of that. There we go. Oh, Mags, I hope you're going to do, are you going to do a video, or have you already done one and I haven't seen it? Because I have been really, really slack. I know, I'm a mad woman. I am. It's like a crazed lunatic trying to get out lately. So don't mind me, but I get caught up. I get caught up. Hey, Krista. There she is. I know it's a surprise. Oh, gee, I just broke it. Look at that. But that's okay. I can work with that. A surprise live. I was sitting here talking to myself, so I thought, look, you know, I'm just going to talk to others. If they want to join me, they can join me. If not, they can turn me off. You know, I'm easy. Just, you don't like it, turn me off. I did a test run last night, Krista, to see if it was all working okay. And it seemed to be, so I thought I'd give it another try. And if the lighting's not that great, I apologise, but it's the best I can do. $16 to do for a swap. Wow, Mags. See, I've stopped doing swaps. I just it stresses me out. It just does. Oh, gee. A giant bead. Well, you could say that, Krista. I'll just finish this bit and then I'll show you what I have been doing these last couple of, well, I can't say days, but I'll definitely say weeks. I'm making paper tubes. That's all I do out of junk mail. And I've just cut up a heap of Bunnings strips. And I'm making, excuse me, I'm not used to talking this much. I'm making bracelets. So, Krista, you still there? I'll show you. This is one that I'm still working on. It's still a little bit tacky. So, you know, I'll go through the process as I go along. It's, you know, if not today, I'll be doing it tomorrow. So there's this one here that I've nearly finished. It's got still a long way to go. This is one here that I was working on while I was watching Laura's live stream last night, our time or whenever, and I was having trouble with the gold leaf because my fan is going, and every time I'd try and pick up a bit, I'd have to chase it across the desk. So yeah, I've just got so many junk mails, and you know, you can only make so many beads. Like, you can only make so many paper beads. So I've extended to making bracelets. I know, I'm weird. I was just saying to Bonnie and Laura and Mags that my dungeon at the moment. Have you ever heard of the island of dolls in Mexico, where they've just all these dolls are hanging up everywhere? Well, mine's like a dungeon of bracelets. I've got them hanging everywhere. Like, seriously. Here, look, I'll just pull off. I've got a ruler here. Look, I've got them all hanging up here. They're drying. I've got one's hanging up here. And I could just go on and on and on, but I won't. But yeah, I've got them hanging wherever I can hang them. Yeah, well, I was going to make a video and just put it up later, but I just needed some interaction with people. I just needed interaction tonight. So I thought I'd just do an impromptu live and see where it leads. However many times you think the bracelet is thick enough, Mags. If you want a thin one, I find probably around 7. Depends on how thick your magazines are, to be honest. Yeah, you can make whatever you want. I just thought I'd just make some bracelets. Why not? I don't wear, you know, jewelry, so well, I do. I normally have a and what do you call it? A spider ring that I haven't been wearing lately because it just keeps clogging up with glue. So I stopped wearing it. And I think that's why poor Wendy doesn't watch my videos, because of my spider ring, because I know how much she loves them. So yeah, Mags, normally around about 7. Let me have a count here. This is Bunnings, as you know, it's Bunnings. So the paper's like newspaper. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm on my 7th, say 8th round now, and I will probably stop after that, because I found this one here is a little bit too thick. But yeah, so it's an individual preference, I guess. As you can tell, Krista, I use the most high-tech gadgets available in the shops. You know, an empty Mod Podge bottle, my rolling tool. Oh my gosh, it's a now I've lost it. My desk has swallowed it, but it's okay. I have a spare one. It's a chopstick from Noodle Box. So yeah, no, I just need a break from journals and well, obviously not paper because I love working with paper. But yeah, I was just getting into a rut, and I just had to remind myself that that's not who I am. I do a variety of different things, so that's what we will be doing from now on. Okay, and you've got to make sure that you push it down tight and try and shape that, like my fabric glue here. It's what I use for everything because I find it the best. Yeah, I mean, I love. Yeah, they do. They do. Krista. But I just thought I would try and use up some junk mail. And this was, I might make a bowl at some point. Who knows? I've never made one. I have out of, what do you call it? Cane when I was at school. I made a cane basket. I think I was in year 4. Oh, good. Are you going to do a live on how you do it, Bonnie? Because I'd watch it. Well, you know me, guys. I try and use up what I've got because, yeah, why not? I have fun. So, Mags, that's probably as wide as I'd go, I would say, and that would be, let me find out my handy-dandy ruler. I know I've got a spare one that's not hanging up somewhere. Here we go. I don't do the inches, guys. So it's about a centimetre. Oh, hang on. Wrong side. Geez, I'm a nut, aren't I? Half a centimetre, Mags. Yeah, I'm going to try and do those paper bags. I mean, paper bowls. And after you've stuck it all down, it is a bit, like flimsy, as you can face the camera, really, as you can tell. But once you, put your stuff on, this is just wood glue, PVA, and it's just a little bottle that I refill. And I seal the edges with this. I put on a thick layer. So it soaks in between anything that I haven't stuck down. Does that make sense? In between the pages. As you can tell, put a big thick layer on. Get that thing happening. And there we go. I put that aside to dry. And then I do the other side. So this is one where I've done a rainbow. I know, Bonnie, I know. I was this was left over from my niece's it was just paper when I made her fairy journal. And you know how much I love rainbows. So I thought I'd get it out and I'd cover it up. Yes. Laura loves Rainbow Bright. She loves the Rainbow Brights. I think it's a, I don't know, doll. Is it a doll? Rainbow cartoon. Yeah, no, it's a one weird fact about me. I love all color, but not together. I don't like rainbows. I really don't like rainbows. Um, yes. Well, who for Laura? She would love it, Bonnie. I love. Oh, I yeah, the bracelets, these things, Krista. Yeah, like you can use them for anything. Like honestly, it was just a. I watched. I can't put it down until the video's finished, but I watched a video from somebody called Beautiful Nights. It's BEADIFULNIGHTS, and yeah, see, you just use empty tape rolls. See, I don't get my hands on those because the K-Man steals them before I can get to them. Oh, thank you, Laura. So I've got all different sizes happening. I've got me Mod Podge size. I've got my Vegemite jar size. Well, that's not it. No, that's not it. There we go. I think it might be this one. It's a little bit shrunk, but that's my Vegemite. So different size wrists for my fat hand to measure around, around here. I need the Mod Podge bottle, and only then it just fits. So this is the one that I've actually made for myself. I'll see if I can bring it up. I love the colors in that. That's just the magazine, and I like it the way it is. So it's on its final. If you hear how hard that is, it's just about on its final stage. So after a couple of days, it should be. It should be hard. So it should be right to wear soon. So yeah, I don't know what's big. I've got this size Mod Podge, Bonnie. I've got this one. That's 32 fluid ounces, 946 mils. So that's nearly a litre. So I could use that. Yeah, well, this Vegemite's. Okay, bye, Krista. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I can't wait to see your more work on your horse. So 235 grams, this little jar of Vegemite is. And I don't know yeah, I don't know. Do I have a tape measure? No, I do. Let me have a look. Tape measure. Oof. All right. So if we're measuring around here, where's my centimeters? Of course, it has to be the other end. No. All right. So let's have a look. See, my fat hand, if I'm going to put my bracelet on, I'm probably looking at about 9 inches, so 23 centimeters. So this here, let's see what this is. 23, it's about 20, yeah, 23 centimeters. So, oh, good. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Laura, Krista, of Secondhand Creations, she gets these, excuse me, these horses, you know, like horse statues and I know plastic Barbie horses. And she's doing a steampunk, so she transforms them into, yeah, into something else. Oh, good. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to do. I've got painting, and I don't know whether you want to stick around. These are ready to be painted. Oh, this is a primer or gesso that I picked up from Aldi's for like $3 when they had it on. It's not as good as the Montmartre. It's got a good tooth though. It's very grainy, so I think it'll be perfect for my bracelets. But it's not as smooth. Oh, good, Laura. Good. Bonnie's going to get herself sorted very soon, and she's going to do a live. Isn't that right, Bonnie? She's ran off now. No, Eep. So now that these have been glued and these ones are dry, I'll just give them a coat of gesso. I try and make it thick so I don't have to do 2 coats because I'm lazy like that. So if you want to check out the lady who inspired me, her name is Beautiful Nights. And when I finish this video, I will leave the link below. So she inspired me to use up my junk mail in this particular manner. Because everyone likes bracelets, right? Well, most people. Let me hang that up. I'll do this end at a later date when it's dry. There we go. See the junk mail. Look how pretty some of that junk mail is. I don't know whether I want to cover this one up, actually. I don't know. Let me think about that one. Put that aside. Yeah, well, I'll be looking forward to it. No. You don't need a book. I know, Mags, isn't it? And that's just the magazine page. I think this was a Target catalogue, actually, because there's a bedspread. It's yeah, so I'll have a think about that one and see what I want to do with it. But I'll definitely paint over this one. I've got to remember to talk. I guess I get engrossed in what I'm doing. So anyway, I was going to hop on earlier today and do a quick live, but because my dungeon is directly underneath the main bedroom, hubby was up there asleep. And I know he can't hear me because he is deaf. I mean, honestly, he is deaf. He says he can't hear out of one ear and he's deaf in the other. And he finally got, a couple of weeks ago, he got a hearing aid. So he could hear out of one ear, and now he's got his second hearing aid. He has surround sound. How awesome is that? I know. He'll be there. I'll be talking to him, and he'll go, you can't. He says, don't bother talking to me. I'm not plugged in. So, but he thinks it's great that he can turn off his sound whenever. He can do it with mobile phone. He can just sit there on his phone and turn his sound up and down. It's amazing. Modern technology. Gotta love it. Well, I have the same paintbrushes, Bonnie, that I've used for years. I make sure I clean them. There's one thing I am particular about is my paintbrushes. Everything else I just leave thoroughly dirty. But my paintbrushes, I use this one literally for everything. Yes, I remember. I laughed so hard, Laura. I did. I laughed with that because that's happened to me. That happened to me as well. I mean, this one here, see, I've left it in the my jar, and I think the thing's going to come off. It's just a cheap one, but this one here is it's a Montmartre one, so, but I use it for everything. Oh, see, I don't, Mags. After tonight, I will wash them out and I'll dry them. Like I said, my paintbrushes, I'm very, very particular with them for some reason, but everything else, yeah, doesn't bother me how grotty it gets. Oh, Laura. Remember I was telling you about needle felting. I'm going to start doing my needle felting later on, guys, as soon as winter starts getting here. So if you want to join me for that, we can make a fairy house or something. Okay, I'll show you some pieces that I've done. They are on my website. I don't put them on Etsy anymore. Let me see if I can find them. They're here somewhere. Oh, it'll probably take me forever to find them. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I will find them though, Laura, and I will no, my luck, somebody will buy them and I won't have them ready to go. But I will show you how I keep them. Look, that's my wool. I've got bottles and bottles and bottles of wool and bags of wool. It's just too hot in summer to to deal with it here, unfortunately. It's just raw fleece. It's washed, of course, after it comes off the sheep or alpaca or whatever wool you want to use. So it's basically just wool. Even smells like bar. Okay, Bonnie, thanks for stopping by. I'll be looking forward to your live stream tomorrow, Bonnie. Yeah, I won't be here for much longer, I don't think. What's the time now? I'll let Laura have a chat. I like watching Laura. So yeah, as soon as I find my little things. Hey, honeybee. Oh, what was I? Oh no, you're not. I love it. You're not a goofball. Yeah, so I will be doing some needle felting a little bit when it cools down a bit. It's just yeah, too hot to play with wool fibers. Pam. Nice of you to stop by, Pam. I'm just having a chat. I'm not doing anything exciting apart from rolling paper tubes. So yeah, I've been rolling paper tubes and making paper rings to make bracelets. So here's one that I've that's drying, Pam. I was working on this one last night when I was watching Laura, actually. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's junk mail, literally just junk mail that you get out of your mailbox. So there's that one. This one that's finished. Oh, well, not finished. I've got to put gold leaf around the outside of that. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing. Well, tomorrow, when these dry overnight, I'm going to paint a few. I'm going to do what you did, ask people what colour they would like, and don't mind my grey hair. And I'll paint the bracelets, and that can be theirs, and that can be a little gift to say thank you for watching. So you're full of inspiration, Laura. Love ya. So yeah, so that will be tomorrow's job. Once all my undercoats dry. Yeah, I did make one. I made one. I'm not sure whether they want to sit through another one, but I did make one earlier. It's over here drying. It's got wood glue on top of it. And then when that dries, I flip it over and I do the other side. So it's sort of like a week-long process for each bracelet, I'm telling you. Oh, thank you, Laura. See, I would never, ever, ever have done a live if you hadn't have been there to basically help me the other night. I needed that. I really, really needed that. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.